Forever in our shadow, as they say. Whatever the fuck that means. What a result. What a result, beating Dundalk 2-1. 7 long years. The last time we beat them was the first day of the season, 2014, 4-1. I was at that game, and now watching it on the computer, I'm chuffed. Absolutely chuffed with that result. I think Markey there probably today, Markey and Doyle was superb. Adeyemo as well up top. But Doyle, man of the match, he was just brilliant, He gave all sorts of trouble there to defence for the goal. I think that was a brilliant goal there, the first goal. Nutmegged, I think he nutmegged Andy Boyle, and he stuck it into the bottom corner, and then the header as well. We should have done better, but, well, it's still a goal. I'm just chuffed here. And then I was kind of a bit worried there when Duffy pulled one back. I think that was kind of a soft goal to give away, and it was kind of like packed the bus football pretty much the whole game, except any chance that we see on the counter attack we went for. I think Adeyemo had a few tries to get past Natastad when he came on, but it was tough to get past him as well. But look, I'm just absolutely chuffed. We want to keep. It's a win now. Out of the last 10 games, we only had 1 in 10. Now it's the second one in 11. We have 2 home games the next week. Well, 2 weeks. Sligo and Bows. We drew both of them before the break at home. I think beating Sligo. No, I think playing Sligo now will suit us. I think we were probably the better team against Sligo the first time we played them up there at home, and then the Bows. We equalised last minute, but look, great result for us there. Absolutely delighted. Gonna have a pint, and on the drugs.
Hi guys, just after watching the Dundalk Drogheda United game there, very poor game I thought. All in all, I didn't think either team did enough to deserve a win, but unfortunately for Dundalk, Drogheda United win their first Louth derby since 2014, winning 2-1. Yeah, look, Dundalk were very toothless. I thought we had the lion's share of possession. We were pressing them, but just when we were pressing, we did not do well enough. Very toothless in front of goal, absolutely awful in front of goal really. Michael Duffy's goal was pretty good though, I have to say, I enjoyed that, but cut the bets twice by Drogheda United. Can take none away from their goals. They done very well to take them. They were clinical, they had their teeth in front of goals, I suppose, yeah. But Dundalk were just terrible tonight, I thought. It's the same as Derry. We pressed, we had the ball, passing well, moving the ball around well, but then again to find the third, absolutely useless. I don't know what's going on there, because in Europe we did seem dangerous and threatening in Europe, and now I hope it is just a hangover, because with the results tonight we dropped down into the playoff position, which that can't happen to Dundalk FC, can it? Well, it can. I suppose it can, but it shouldn't be happening. We should be much better than that. We should be pressing on. There's 39 points remaining now. I think we have to take a huge chunk of them. I think Europe and the league is probably gone now. I think we need to keep pushing in the league, obviously, but I think cup run is the best we can do, lads. Unfortunately, that just wasn't good enough tonight again. That new fella, Ben Amar, seems okay. Dived twice though. Don't like to see that, but I don't know. Something needs to change for Dundalk. One time.
Hi Keith. Look, firstly, before I start on the review, I just want to pay a tribute to Alex Conroy of Drogheda, who lost his father this week. Very sad circumstances. And as a parent and as a father and just as a supporter of League of Ireland, I send my love from Cork City and all of us down here to him and to his family. On our match tonight against Cabinteely, 2-2 draw. Usually I'm disappointed when we concede, but we played well again, and I'm more disappointed. When I'm disappointed if we get a draw, we're usually kind of poor, but we played well again tonight and we attacked quite well. It was a very scrappy game. It was a bit of to and fro, but we never looked like we were in trouble until the end of the game. There's not much really to say about the game itself. There was nothing really spectacular in the game. Just a bit disappointing that we lost it in the position that we were in, or drew the game in the position we were in, but basically threw away 3 points. We're still unbeaten. I suppose if that's a positive, we played well again attacking wise. We were very strong. Maybe Colin thought the game was over after 60 minutes when he started making changes, probably a bit too early. And I suppose, look, it's whether he thought it or not, I don't know. But look, they'll learn a lot from tonight's game. And Pats in the Cup next week, being honest, they have nothing to lose next week against Pats. It's in City's favour in a sense that there's Pats are going to come down expecting to win. City not really, because obviously the difference in City, but I don't think City have much to lose for next week. And as I said, look, it's not a bad result tonight. Usually I'm disappointed, but I'm not, and we'll look forward to next week against Pats. Thanks, Keith.
Time, and it's Blues 4, Longford 1, our biggest win of the season, and it sure felt like it, to be honest. There was chances I felt where we could have had more, but a 4-1 win, it was very convincing. Not always. I felt like at the start of both halves we really were slow to get out of the gates, and particularly in the second half when Longford got the equaliser, you kind of thought, here's another victory we're gonna kind of let slip through our hands. But no, the opposite happened, and obviously Cian Kavanagh and John Martin have both performed exceptionally well tonight. We knew about Cian Kavanagh, but John Martin in seasons past, he maybe wasn't always performing at his best, but since Mark Bertram came in, he's been a different player, and I think, that speaks volumes about the kind of manager that Mark is, and what he's been doing for this club. Jack Stafford as well, setting up the first goal, and, even before that, there were signs that something was going to happen, and you knew it was just a matter of time before one of those crosses resulted in a goal. So really happy with that now. We're heading into the cup game next weekend against Kilmanagh, I think. I still haven't learned how to pronounce that, but I'm very optimistic heading into that, and hoping once again that we sign up some of these players for next season.
Hi guys, 3-1 loss for the Saints in Finn Park. Bit of a disaster considering we were on decent enough form coming into after beating Dundalk and Waterford, but I don't think we deserved anything out of the game. I think Harps were just, not that they were better, they were just better suited to the conditions and stuff. I think there's a hint of offside about all the goals, especially the third one. I don't know how that was allowed, but we kept looking away, but the pitch just didn't help. Matty Smith, in fairness to him, ran himself out into the ground trying to get things working, and I think Melvin Lambert was a bit isolated up front in the first half, but credit to Harps, they did take their chances when they came. It's not ideal for Pats again, like I said. You're picking up a bit of form after losing, being well beaten by Rovers. You go up to Oriel Park and win against decent Waterford side, and then you're kind of back to square one again, so it's tough, but I think we have to take it on the chin. I don't know what to make of that new lad from Bolton, that right back. He seemed decent on the free kick, trying to whip them in, but he seemed lost when it came to the defending aspect of the game. Probably not fair in being brought on after training for a couple of days, 3-1 down in Ballybuffet, but that's just the way it goes. We missed Desmond, I think, especially in terms of the defence, because I think Barrett was poor tonight, which I haven't said about him all season. But again, we'll see a bit of a break from the league and the cup next week, so hopefully we'll down to Turner's Cross, get a positive result, and go straight back to the league then. So cheers guys, thanks.
Sorry for the late one, Keith. Just finished about 45 minutes ago at Falkirk Park. Shelbourne won, Bray Wanderers won in the SSC R3C League First Division. Bit of a game of two halves. Shelbourne certainly had more possession in the first half, had more of the chances, and deservedly probably went in front at half time. Shelbourne broke on the left hand side, the ball was played across, and it went just in front of the Dylan Barnett, and Ryan Brennan put the ball into net. It must be his 4th, 5th, 6th goal against his former club since he left the Carlisle in the 2018 season. Bray certainly came out in the second half after what must have been a bit of a G up from Gary Cronin at half time, and they were the better side. They drew level. Richie O'Farrell played a bit of an intricate football on the edge of the box and was played in by Darren Craven, and Richie put the ball past Brendan Clark into the corner of the net. It deserved the equaliser, and it was all Bray from there on in, and possibly over the 90 minutes probably deserved to win the game. The second goal didn't come. Bray certainly needed a win to close the gap on Shelbourne if they had any even slim chance of winning this league. But as it is, they stay well behind Shells, 10 points behind Shells now, with is it 9 games to go. It's a big ask. Shells surprised me. They really tired after 60 minutes. After looking very fit, a very fit side in the first half, but yeah, it wasn't to be for Bray. Shelbourne would be probably delighted. Obviously, Athlone beating Galway as well, so that keeps them in front of Galway. They go a point further clear of Galway as well. So, as I said, not to be for Bray. We go to next week. We need to win every game from here on in anyway. But yeah, last week was a bit of a high, and then the week previous as well. But what impressed me tonight was Bray showed a lot of effort, a lot of passion, and when we equalised, they went after the ball and they wanted the ball back on the centre circle, get the game started again, and they were going for that winner. But yeah, final score, Bray Wanderers come away from Talca Park, Shelbourne 1, Bray Wanderers 1.
Hi lads, just after watching the Treaty United and Wexford match, it was a point that could have been 3 points for us, could have been a loss. In all honesty, we should have been more attacking, in my opinion. We saw that in the Bray game last week and Cabinteely game as well. We didn't score against Bray, so yeah, we saw when Willie Armshaw came in, we definitely turned on the taps and we looked a different side to what we saw last week. And Cabinteely even for parts of it. Yeah, so it was an interesting game to say the least. Ty Grine kept us in it for the majority of the game, 9 saves, which is excellent. You know, whenever he's called upon, he does make a save, and that shows the sign of a good keeper. So yeah, he's been excellent this season. He's definitely a Premier Division keeper in the First Division. And he's just unbelievable. He amazes me week in, week out. So there was a delay in kickoff today due to heavy rain, and that definitely affected some aspects of the match. A couple of slips from players. So players and the ball didn't move as well to what Treaty normally play with. Like, I don't watch much of Wexford in all honesty, other than maybe 1 or 2 other games than the ones we've played already. But it definitely didn't suit our style today. The break next week will be huge in the deciding on whether we get playoffs or not, because I feel we looked flat going forward, other than Willie Armshaw, who was excellent. So yeah, he was just, we could have gotten 3 points off it, we could have gotten a win. with Sean McSweeney hitting the post at the end. We've seen it so many times against us and for us with Shelburne and Galway and Brave, and we've seen that in this side, that they can really get a late goal, but sometimes even concede late. So yeah, that was it about the game. I think we can get a win against Cove the next game at the Markets Field in 2 weeks' time, which, as I said before, the break will be much needed, and I've been saying that for a while. Since the Cabo game, where we needed that break, but yeah, I'm not hugely disappointed, but I'm not hugely happy, because this is really a side that we should have beaten, but I know in the back of my head that this is a good side, and how close the first division is. We're fourth still, just off third on goal difference. So yeah, we're still pushing for those playoffs, and hopefully we can push a little bit more towards the end of the season.